A mid-year reset doesn't have to be exhausting. Summer is traditionally a time to be carefree. Life isn't just a to-do list, and there's no obligation to tick everything off before the end of the year. But it is always nice to step back and reflect on where you are, where you want to be, and how you can get there. So that's what we'll be doing in this video, in a soft, gentle way.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
Okay, so as part of a mid-year reset, it is usual that people would check in with their goals, which you can absolutely do. However, I do that pretty much every day when I'm journaling. I keep my little bookmark on my vision board, which we looked at in last week's video. And so if I'm journaling in the morning, this serves as a reminder to look at what I can do that day to work towards my goals. I can add it to my to-do list. And if I'm journaling in the evening, I can look at what I did do that day, what I achieved, what I'd like to work more towards tomorrow, and so on. So checking in with my goals is not really part of this reset for me personally. What I want to do instead is I just want to have a little journal about what's been on my mind recently, and just dig into that and look at what I can do to tackle it. I wrote about how I've been feeling quite bored and restless lately, despite having lots of analog activities, lots of creative hobbies that I can reach for really easily. I've been reaching for my phone a lot, which is fine, but I'm ending up on it more often than I want to be, which always makes me feel a bit rubbish. So I just had a little brainstorm about some ways that I could tackle this. I'm going to put together a little ideas jar so that whenever I am feeling a bit restless and like I want to reach for my phone, I can reach for that jar instead and pick out an idea. I found a jar. It used to have gherkins in it, and it still smells of gherkins. I didn't have a whole lot of stuff in the house. I was hoping for like some green ribbon or like some twine so I could do it all rustic. The best I found was black. I had a hot pink ribbon as well, but I thought if I want to keep that like in my room, it's not going to match. And then I thought I could paint the lid gold, and then I have many notepads that I can rip up to write the actual ideas on.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my head. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight.
In preparation for this video, I made in my very cute little list notebook a procrastination list, a list of things that I have been putting off lately. And I thought, as part of this mid-year reset, I could choose something off it, and maybe you could do this as well. So the sensible thing would probably be to do a reset over a whole week and do like one thing a day and slowly tick your way through the list. But I don't really have a whole week where I can film every day, so I'm just doing my reset today. And also this is a gentle reset and I don't really want to do it for a whole week. The best thing to do would be to eat the frog, if you've heard that term. Choose the thing that gives you the biggest ick. Oh, there's actually something I can tick off. I already did that. And then do it, the problem with doing that is as soon as you go, oh, I'll do that, you go, but I don't wanna. I don't want to do any of these things. That's not the point of this video. The whole point is only got to be one thing. Maybe I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to pick an easy thing, because clearly I am in one of those moods. I am due on my period this week, as well, today actually. So maybe not the best day to do my mid-year reset. I think I'm going to ring up the dentist, ask them if it's still NHS appointments, and if it is, get myself booked in. And that shouldn't take long. So what I might do after that is type up some pages of my ebook. These are all things that could kind of get me into a flow. So maybe it's better to do like 3 easy things rather than the one big scary thing. I'm gonna have a little look online and see if I can get Pepper some grooming stuff, because we really need to get groomed. It's very hot, like she's suffering a bit, but it's so expensive to take her to the groomers now. Like it's gotten ridiculous. So we just want to get some stuff and do it ourselves, because we don't really care what she looks like. We just want her to be comfortable. So yeah, I'm gonna do those 3 things. That's 3 things off my procrastination list. I did my 3 things off my procrastination list, so I'm feeling very happy. I booked in the dentist and I ordered Pepper's grooming stuff, which was a lot cheaper than expected, thankfully. And I have typed up a couple of pages of my ebook. I'm definitely erring towards the gentle side with this reset. I don't want to do anything too strenuous, because I just don't feel like it. And not everything has to be about the hustle and the grind. No, I'm just not doing that. That's not for me. So yeah, so I feel good. I feel good that I've got a few things ticked off my list. We're back at the kitchen table again, because as part of my reset, this may be a little bit controversial, I want to declutter my social calendar, which obviously I don't normally do this. I don't like to cancel on people, but because I now have this chronic illness, I just think it's worth checking in and making sure that I'm not taking on too much. I am very prone to getting peopled out. I have quite an active social life. I love seeing my friends, but yeah, it can get a bit too much. I can kind of be doing loads and loads of social plans, and then I'm just like, oh, I don't want to see anyone for ages. I want to have a little journal actually, also as part of this reset, and or another journal, just kind of brainstorm ways that I can have less in my diary at one time, because it's a lot. I do get peopled out. And also, if I'm meeting up with people, we're usually eating lots of things. A lot of my social plans revolve around food, as they do with a lot of people, and especially me, I think, because I love food. But the things that I eat can trigger this illness, so I don't want to end up making myself ill by taking too many social plans on. This is my diary. I just love this illustrator. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the inside of the diary, just because I don't want people to know that they're getting decluttered. Just to reiterate, this isn't something that I want to do, but I feel like I just need to be kind to myself, and I think it's a good idea, because I'm already even though I've not had that much on because I've been recovering at home and not going out as much, I'm already starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed just with the amount of plans that I have coming up. So yeah, I think this is a good idea and it might be something worth thinking about putting in your mid-year reset. I think I lost my words there. Mid-year reset. I would definitely say that in the future it would be better to just say no to plans more. The thing is, I get excited, like when people ask me, I'm like, yeah, I really want to do that, and then it comes to it and I'm like, oh, but I've been so busy lately, like I could really do without this extra social plan. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my list notebook again and I'm going to make a list of the events that don't spark joy. I only wrote down 2 things. There was less in my diary than I thought, which makes me feel a lot less overwhelmed. And actually, pretty much everything I'm really excited for, and most of them are not things where I expect myself to kind of wake up on the day and be like, oh, I don't fancy doing that. Well, none of them are really. One of the things that I wrote down, I can't really cancel. It's too short notice. And then the other event is, I will say what this is because I'm not cancelling. I'm just going to see if she minds rescheduling till a bit later in the year. So this is a sip and sculpt night at a pub in Nottingham, and it's called the Malt Cross, and they do a lot of events. Like I think they have a book club. I think they used to do life drawing, and so I really like that pub. And they do the sip and sculpt night. And we're both really excited for it, but it is more expensive than I expected it to be. And I've just booked in my dentist appointment for like around the same price. So I'm just going to say to my friend, is it okay? Because they do them like throughout the year. I'm going to say, is it okay if we do it like in like maybe 3-4 months time? That just makes things a little bit easier. I'm glad I did that activity actually. It felt really mean. But I'm not actually cancelling on anyone. I'm going to have a little journal again now and just think of ways that I can say no in the moment and maybe be a little bit more aware of my boundaries in the moment as well, because as I said, a lot of the time I'll say yes to things because I am genuinely excited at the time, but then it comes to it and I'm like, oh, I've got too much on. That's the problem really. It's not really about saying no to stuff in the moment, it's about finding the right date, because often I'll go back and I'll be like, oh well, I can do it from this month, and they're like, oh, that's ages away, and I think I need to just be like, well yeah, that's when I can fit you in for my mental health and my budget. And if they're not okay with that, then we don't do the thing.
On biscuit.
Dish your cute. Little baby birch.
Nom nom nom.
What are you doing? They're so cute.
You okay?
What's up? What's up, baby?
You're okay. How's your body foot?
I know what you're thinking. No reset would be complete without some kind of physical glow up. But honestly, I'm really happy with the simplicity of my beauty routine at the moment. So I didn't want to do anything too different. So I just used all my normal products, but I did use these under eye patches that my friend Amanda kindly got me, which always makes me feel very, very pampered. A mid-year reset doesn't have to be about becoming unrecognisable by the end of the year. It can just be about looking honestly at where you are and where you'd like to be and finding small, achievable ways to move towards that. Thank you for watching.